Roman Legions, The Military Might of an Empire, written by Rogan, narrated by Patricia Henders. Chapter 1. The Origins of the Roman Legions. The Roman legions were the backbone of one of the most formidable military forces in history. Before the rise of the professional army, Rome's early military structure was largely based on citizen soldiers who fought in times of need. This early system was influenced by both the Etruscans and the Greeks, shaping the foundation of what would become the highly disciplined and organized Roman legions. Over time, reforms, particularly those of Gaius Marius, transformed the Roman military into a professional and highly efficient force that would dominate the ancient world. In the early days of Rome, military service was tied to land ownership. The army was made up of citizen militias, with each man providing his own weapons and armor. This system was similar to that of the Greek hoplites, where soldiers fought in close formations with shields and spears. However, as Rome expanded, it became clear that a more structured and permanent military force was needed. The influence of the Etruscans introduced elements of hierarchy and organization, while the Greeks contributed to Rome's use of phalanx-style formations in battle. Despite these early influences, the Roman army continued to evolve, adapting to new threats and challenges. The real transformation of the Roman military came during the late Republic, when Gaius Marius introduced the Marian reforms. These changes allowed for the recruitment of landless citizens, shifting the army from a temporary force to a standing professional military. Soldiers were now equipped by the state, ensuring uniformity in weapons and armor. The structure of the army was also refined, replacing the older phalanx formations with the more flexible manipular and cohort systems. This allowed for greater maneuverability on the battlefield, giving the Romans a significant advantage over their enemies. Another key development during this period was the standardization of training and discipline. Roman soldiers underwent rigorous drills, preparing them for the hardships of war. Loyalty was no longer to Rome alone, but also to the general who led them, which would later lead to conflicts and civil wars. Nevertheless, these reforms laid the groundwork for Rome's military dominance. The legions became not just a force for conquest, but also a means of maintaining order across the vast territories of the Roman Republic and later the Empire.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?